got another video, another auction video. So I've been buying a lot of stock and I thought I'll try a new auction house, one that I hadn't tried before. So I tried it with the high hopes that I was going to win a lot and make it worth paying delivery on it. However, it didn't turn out that way. I didn't win loads, and delivery cost me 80 quid. So I'm going to take you through, show you what I've got. I paid £112 and 4p for what I won at auction, all in, and then £80 delivery, which they arranged for me, and I just had to pay 80 quid for the driver. So let's just say £192 and 4p all in. So hopefully I'll still make profit. I'm going to turn you around and show you what I've got, what I hope to get back, and I think looking at this stuff I should do all right. I should more than do all right. So first up, we have this gilt framed ornate mirror. I paid £11.50 all in. Now that should be 40 to 50 quid. So that's a good start. And then we have a nest of tables, which I'll just move this. Is it this one? Well, I can't find a number on it yet. Oh, there's numbers there, look. So I paid £10.35 all in for a nest of tables, bit of wear on top and some dark stains, which I didn't quite see in the photos, but still in that condition, hopefully still achieve 40 to 50 pounds. Or if I really wanted to, I could part it out and get 25-30 per table and really maximize the money. Some nests of tables you can part them out. I tend to just sell them as a whole set. And then for £1.50 was this bargain here. Now it's got no plug on it, but plugs are easy to attach. And believe it or not, you can get 75 to 100 quid for them standard lamps, depending on the style. That one there, let's say low end, 75 quid. I've got plenty of plugs. So there's pretty much a delivery money back. And then for £9.20, you know, the more I'm looking through this, the more I think my money is safe. So a Sony hi-fi unit in cabinet and contents of drawer. So I didn't notice that. Anyway, £9.20 all in. There we are. So that, so long as it's all working, at a guess 60, 70 quid. If it's not working, 30, 40. But that's just a pure guess. So the cassettes, I'll go through them and see if there's any worth selling, but I doubt there is. It looks like mainly pre-recorded ones, but I'll just job lot them. And then what I've realised today is the cabinet. I could sell that, and I reckon I could get 75 to 100 pounds, and I could post that. What I'll do is I'll just unscrew the door and post the door in its own box, so then the glass won't smash and it'll be better protected, and then the rest can just go in a massive box. And yeah, 75 to 100 quid on the cabinet. So that deal turned out to be better than what I thought. Sorry about that. Postman distracting me. And then next up, we have this copper curved fire guard. £1.50 all in, I paid for that. That's £40 all day long. I sold one recently for that price. So, and believe it or not, people are buying heaters and Fireside stuff all year round. I've been selling it even on the hottest days of the year. So if you got it, don't hold it, just list it. And then for £3.50, I've got to find these. because I might be is that them? Yeah, right, so this was a so I don't know why I bid it on this. £3.50 for some vintage placemats and playing cards. Placemats, I'll be lucky to get £8 for them. Vintage playing cards, I may look them up because some vintage playing cards can be worth some good money. So I will look them up, but I guess I could put them in the shop, the new shop. So I will show you the new shop once I get it, which should be in about 4 weeks. But yeah, worst case scenario, £5 in the shop and a £5 in the shop, or £8 online and hopefully 8 to 10 for them. And then these here, don't know what these are. Maybe like £3 to £5 in the shop, just a bit of walkout stuff. Anyway, that was a mistake buy, but we move on. And then for £8 5p, we got this Vibra Power Active. You stand on it and it vibrates. I've got a manual on that in there and the DVD. I've sold them before for £60, and I think I've sold 2 in the past couple months. And then for £5.75 for that heater there, that's 50-60 quid all day long. So again, what a bargain. £6.90 for this Star Trek Voyager VHS bundle. Now there's a complete set there, and it sets 1 to 7. I've never dealt with Star Trek VHS before, so I got them just to research and learn. But I would say my money is safe, and I reckon that's easily £50 there, maybe more. So I'll look into that and see what happens. And then for £5.75, we got this copper bedpan. Now you can sell these on eBay for 25-30 quid, but I tend to just buy them just to scrap them in, because I just snap the handle off and I'll just add that to my scrap pile. But I have sold them on eBay as well and got around 25 to 30. So if you really want to, you could sell them. Then for £3.50, we got a typewriter. Let's have a look at this together. There's a Remington typewriter. Seems to be working nice. Decent. So I'll clean that up. That could be £40 right there. What did I pay for that? £3.50 into £40. Yes, please. And then I got a garden dog ornament for £6.90. A lot smaller than I thought, but it's got a nice look to it. And I've been meaning to get some garden stuff to put in the yard at the shop. So now I have something. I'll research it, but at a guess, 30 quid, but hopefully more. And then a leather topped side table, £5.75 for that. That's probably 50-60 quid right there. I'll clean it up, treat the wood. Oh, alright, I made a mistake. That copper bedpan there was not £5.75. It was for this, with the ceramic handles, coal bucket. So a key word for that style bucket is helmet, and you'll get about 30 to 40 quid for one of them. Again, it all depends on design, but that design I would say 30 to 40 quid. I do sell them in the shop for 25, but on eBay 30, 35. You can get some that's worth silly money. Anyway, back to it. Next, for £1.50, I've got a box of these glasses. Now, these are brand new. Glasses, so to speak, are not worth a great deal. But some glasses, brand new in the box, and the box is a complete set, you can get good money. What did I pay for these? £1.50. So on these, I would say 15-20 quid at a guess. But if you can get crates of like vintage pint glasses that are like branded Carlsberg or whatever, and you can get them in a crate of 24, you can get 50 quid each for them. Next, for £4.60 got 2 sets of these brass candlestick holders. So let's just say 20 quid a set. Oh, these are really, really heavy. So they actually could be something special. So let's just say 20 quid on these ones. Maybe, yeah. And then potentially 30 or 40 on them. They are so heavy. So that has turned out better than I thought. £4.60. I'm in profit just selling the cheap ones. Oh, and it came with this. It just says that's a handle. Any hallmarks on there? Imagine if that turned out to be silver. I very much doubt it is. It's probably silver plate. But still, I didn't bid on it for that. That's just an added extra. But I might put that in the shop as a little trinket. Someone might make use of that. So again, that was a good buy. And then a set of 3 oil paintings for £1.50. I'm going to pause the camera and show you. And there we are, £1.50 for 3 signed paintings. They're not massive. They're about 10 by 12 inch each. But they're signed by the same person, similar style. I'm going to put them as a bundle and probably aim for 40 quid. And that style painting, the larger ones especially, like the big 30 to 40 inch ones, they go for, I've sold some for like 70-80 quid. Then for £3.50 all in, I got these 2 paintings which are much bigger, probably 16 by 14 inch and a bit smaller, but they're signed by the same person, so I need to do some research into these. But what did I say I paid? £3.50 at a guess, 25 each or 40 the pair. If anyone knows anything about that signature right there, comment down below. So next up, for £1.50, this puzzle board here, Parker Hilton. You get them in various brands, but it's called Porter Puzzle there. Don't know if you can see that. So believe it or not, they sell for like 25-30 quid, and they sell fast. They never hang around long. That's a bigger one. So my money is definitely safe there. What did I pay? £1.50. Nice. And if you've made it this far in the video, don't forget, comment down below the word cabbage, so I know how many of you are watching this far. And then for £6.90, sewing machine, branded Jones as an electric one. I'm not going to get it out of its case, but on average they go for like 50 to 70 quid a pop, and if they're not working, part out the foot pedal for 20-30 quid, and then sell the sewing machine for between 25 and 35 spares or repairs. You can even go as far as selling the case separately too. So regardless, my money is definitely safe. For £6.90, money is well safe. And then for £3.50, we got another one in here. So same scenario there. Money is more than safe. And then £1.50 is meant to be another sewing machine. There it is. Look at that. So in there is another sewing machine, and I paid £1.50. Mental. And last but not least, for £4.60 is the bedpan. Now I believe the last one I scrapped was about £7 something I got. You get them in different sizes and styles, but I tend to just save them all up, and I got a big pile of scrap in the other unit. So it turns out, after being conservative on prices and looking at it in more detail, my money is well and truly safe. So my message to everyone is, don't be afraid to try different auction houses. If you do them online as well, there's a website called Easy Live, and you go on there, click on an auction house that you're thinking of trying, and then the left hand side will be a column where it shows previous auctions, so you can go on that auction house and get a rough idea of what stuff has sold for in the past, so you know if there's a chance you're going to win stuff for cheap. I done that on this auction, and it turns out, as you can see yourself, I've paid pennies for some of this stuff. So even with that £80 delivery charge, I think I'm definitely going to use this auction again. Now, don't forget, comment down below cabbage, like, comment, subscribe. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
House, clear on.